Yeah, man. You know, your mother is usually the one that reinforces what Esau is already putting in you, because she was trained that way.
Right.
Okay. And then she's the one that makes sure that, you know, you not cutting up in class. You better listen to everything the teacher is telling you. You know, this, that, and the third. Now, before the camera cut off, I was saying, don't get me wrong, we in captivity. So it's only so far, like, you know, there's only so much that you can do in a society, you know, because as soon as you're born, you're given over to this damn devil. There's certain, you know, liberties and freedom that you don't have. You know, this devil make it to where you have to send your children over to them so they can re-educate them. But see, you have parents that actually are up on game, and they're like, all right, hey, listen to the teacher, retain it just for the moment, but really you need to be listening to what I tell you.
That's right.
The things that I tell you, you need to retain that. All right, like I had to talk with my mom, because you know I have a half brother who's 18 years younger than me, so he's coming up in an era where they're force feeding LGBT and all that bullshit, and they putting it in the schools. So you know I had to talk to my mom, and she was basically telling me like I refuse to allow my son to come up under that shit, and she was even telling me how whenever I forget what the teacher was basically telling him, according to I guess it was some type of history, and my mom was like, she had to sit him down like, nah, look, this, you know, we come from this and whoopty whoopty whoop, and then he had the nerve to say, oh, well, that's racist, and she like, where you get that from? And then, you know, my mom is like telling him, like, hold on, don't you ever think that you can just
by liking yourself, it is racist, really. But we know that they demonize it.
Yeah.
But like you gotta love who you are. Like Esau makes it where I think that's where you was going.
No. What I was getting ready to say was basically he started getting emotional about the fact that my mother was telling him something different than what his teacher was telling him. He's gravitating more to what the teacher is saying. And she's basically like, don't ever get it in your mind that your teacher can have more power over you than your own mother. But that's what's happening.
That's how Esau wants it too.
That's how he wants it.
That's how it's set up.
That's why he doesn't want you to homeschool your children. You know?
When you do, you still gotta go through his curriculum.
Exactly.
You gotta stay on course with his curriculum.
You know? So if you coming up, the first thing you're supposed to be taught by your parents is these laws, statutes, commandments. But growing up in society, you're not gonna learn that. Now, if you grow up in a Christian household, you'll grow up getting, you know, some of the basic principles of the scriptures, but they're gonna teach you Christianity. They're gonna teach you God loves everybody. They're gonna put up that false image, that whitewashed image of our Lord, and they're gonna make you bow down to that. All right? But they're not gonna teach you you're an Israelite, a son, because you're an Israelite, you know, I had you circumcised on the 8th day because that's part of the covenant. You know? Just far removed.
We don't celebrate these certain holidays.
We don't celebrate.
We do these high holy days.
Exactly.
We keep these customs instead. You know.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to be teaching.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
And it's easy if you're doing them yourself. If you're performing them yourself, it's easy to teach your children what it is.
Because your son, especially the sons, are going to gravitate with what their father's doing.
Yeah.
Most sons want to be like their father. So if you be living a righteous life, following the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father, what's your son gonna do? Unless he's just rebellious ass, got a rebellious ass spirit in him. But you know, but like I said, if you raising him from his youth, they're gonna gravitate to this, man. But go ahead, you got it.
Yeah. So was that it on that?
7.
I said 7.
Six and 7.
Shall I mind them?
That's good. So basically, what it said was you're supposed to diligently teach them. When we're younger, we come up under the tutelage of our parents, man. They're our first teachers. Okay, but Jake's first teacher is the streets. Esau in the streets.
Yeah.
That's your first teacher, man. Which really your mom, she gives you over to that.
Yeah.
All right? And whatever she teaches you is what the serpent sowed in her brain, man.
Right.
That's why if you have a young dude who's all right with homosexuality and transgenderism, well, his mom told him it was okay.
Yeah.
All right?
Correct that.
His mom put that in his head. If you see a little boy who wants to play with Barbie dolls and dress up like a girl, his mom was all right with that. Okay? So that's why it's important, man, to have both the mother and the father in the house. And the father is supposed to be the instructor. All right?
The mother, the nurture.
And the mother, the nurture. So get what you got, bro.
Ecclesiasticus 30:8. A horse not broken becometh headstrong.
Read all the way
Start
up,
up,
bro.
yep.
Start up, bro.
That chapter.
I gotta
there.
get to 8 though.
Yeah, read down to it. Read down
Start
to
it,
it.
read your point, then we'll go back up and
Yeah,
we'll come back
come.
down. Yeah,
Come.
so you can make your point.
A horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful.
Meaning a fucking presumptuous, disobedient, stiff-necked, stubborn little niglet. If you don't break his ass down, if you don't discipline him, he will become wild in these streets. That's why don't the scriptures say that about Israel? There is like a wild bull in the net. You know?
That's what happened. That's what's happening now because a lot of these women, when kids get a certain age, the women just let the child basically raise itself. You got the streets raising them, you got TV raising them, you got Esau raising them, and she's going out, thotting out, trying to find the next dick to get on. You know, while her son's out there being a wild nigga.
And the reason she let her son run free because she can't control him no more.
Exactly.
He about to be bigger than you, like.
You can't tell, you know,
You
can't
can't
him
whip
when
his
he-
ass
yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
By the time he like 12, 13, you can't whip his ass no more.
Too late.
See, a father,
Nigga will sock you.
a father, he'll just, nigga, open your chest, nigga.
Yeah.
Open your chest, you know?
Yeah.
He'll dig into your fucking chest, man. But your mother, you know, she'll cuss you out, scream on you, and Jake, we all watch it. She cussing the shit out of her son, and he's sitting there just ignoring her.
Look
He ain't
at-
even listening
Yeah,
to
that
her.
was them two
Or
kids.
he'll probably laughing at his mom,
Remember,
cuss him out.
Boys in the Hood when Dope
Yeah.
Boy was just brushing his hair. Are you finished?
Yeah,
Are you finished yet?
yeah.
Done.
Are you
Right.
done?
Right.
Same thing. And he was shit. They was like 8 or 9. You know.
Yeah.
Them two kids, the real account was them two kids in that grocery store. When he snatched the mama weave off and all that in the
Oh,
store.
man.
And he was tripping. He was like, no, these kids is... No, you just tripping like that. You been letting these kids do that. They looking at you like, why are you tripping? This ain't how you... So if you gonna show it, he told us, said, why you showing out? He told that to the mama, why you showing out?
Right.
And they was in there eating and shit. I told you to stop because the dude came on and said, hey, make a kid stop eating. They eating up the food and the grapes and shit and they stealing. You remember that video, right? And she tripped out. And she got embarrassed, so she tried to trip in front of the kids like she had control. Kids turned her ass out. A dude had to carry out this, she's in there kicking down. I'm gonna kill her. You wasn't gonna do shit. Like you like all in her face like this, you ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't afraid of her
Hey,
no more.
didn't just recently,
She
some
needs to
nigga
get
woman-
praised though, right?
right,
Fuck
didn't
out.
recently some nigga woman, she basically got asked to leave out of some restaurant or store because her children was being unruly. Esau made her get her, like, take your little niglet, you gotta go, you gotta leave.
Yeah, that was like
You
dollar
know,
stores.
like some store, you know, hey, and really that's true. I don't fault Esau for that,
No.
cause you let these little bastards, you let them run wild, man.
Oh yeah, her excuse was if I would discipline my child, I'll be sent to jail. That was her excuse was. Which I mean,
That's
shit,
true.
which is true.
That's true.
Because you probably have another Edomite in there that's liberal and shit.
Yeah.
Why you beating your child and call the police on you? So he's like, you know, it's a quagmire in this fucking place.
It's fucked up, man.
Yep. I'm starting.
Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 30, verse 1. He that loveth his son causes him off to feel the rod.
Yep.
So if you
got it.
I mean, if you love your children, they go off, you gotta correct them. You gotta put that belt to their
You
ass.
gotta associate pain with it.
All right.
Because the kid can't ignore pain. You associate wrongdoing with pain, they ain't gonna do that wrong. I want to say what my grandfather would say. He said, he used to, in his church, he heard this or something. He said, bend the sap while it's young, because when it's old, you can't do nothing but chop it down. I mean, if you don't correct it early, then you can't do nothing but chop that tree down. It's gonna grow all crooked, and you gotta chop it down and burn it up.
Yeah, but Esau, the so-called white man, he locks up the parents for disciplining their children, man. If they whoop them, man.
Then he'll end up locking the children up 20 years later because they out of
Send
control.
them through a foster care
Yeah.
system. They get abused in that system.
Or they'll probably have him get
raped and
adopted
shit.
by two faggots
Yeah.
or two lesbians.
Yep.
And then he grew up to become a damn sodomite.
Yep.
This devil, man, he got to be eradicated,
He
man.
has mastered destroying Jake.
Come on. Absolutely, man.
Ain't nobody could have did it better than Esau, bro.
Oh shit, get me mad. That he may have joy of him in the end. He that chastises his son shall have joy in him and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintances.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's going to show. And your son's still going to grow up having respect for you. When they grow up, like certain guys, you know, they become very productive. They probably develop some type of talent or skill that even their father had, that their father showed them. And when they get older, they become successful doing it. And the first person they want to give the honor to is their father.
That's who deserves it.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's who's supposed to deserve it.
But they,
You know? But notice how Joe Jackson, he caught all the flack.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But all his whole family.
But his whole family is billionaires.
Yeah.
All right? Hundreds of millions of records sold. Okay? Because he
Was the
basically
way he was.
disciplined and was hard on them.
Yeah.
They grew up saying they hated him and praised their damn mama.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this.
But Joe was the one that gave them the discipline
Yep.
to become as big as they became.
And Michael actually was at the interview with Oprah. Michael actually praised his pops. He was like, well, because he was trying to bring bash Joe.
Yeah, she was
Right.
right.
And he was like, no, well, I can't be mad because he gave me what I needed, the discipline I needed to become the level that I am now. I would have
Exactly.
never made it to this level if he didn't instill that in us. And it was like, instill, he beat the shit out of him. He was like, yeah, but we learned. You know?
Hey, we ain't got no record.
Yeah, we ain't
We
in
wasn't.
jail.
Hey, cause they grew up in fucking Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit is like another Detroit.
Yep.
That's a
Another
grimy ass
Flint.
That's
neighborhood.
just a hell.
That's a hellhole. But they didn't grow up as criminals.
Right.
They had their father at home.
Yep.
Yep.
Katie, Catherine.
Yeah.
If it was just her, it would have just been some nigglets
Yep.
in the streets like them other niggas, man.
Them niggas been still been singing on the corner in Gary, Indiana, probably.
Right now, huh?
Yep.
Straight up, man. You know?
He that teaches
Hey, they demonize a man disciplining their children, man. Like that's an evil thing,
Yep.
you know?
And all discipline
They-
is doing is showing you where the boundaries at, what not to cross.
Man, that's the biggest form of love, man.
That's right.
I'm gonna put pain on you so that you don't go out there and kill yourself, man.
Yep.
I love you so much that I'm willing to put that rod on you to where when later on you're gonna think about it and it's gonna protect you.
It's like us with the Howard Shai.
Yeah.
He chastened who he loved.
That's right.
You know, so you love your sons and your daughters. You gonna chastise them. You gonna whoop their ass when they need it, and you gonna tell them why they got their ass whooped. All right.
Now you ain't gonna be abusive.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna
of
be
course.
Just because
like the nigga woman. She
Yeah.
get mad and
she had a bad day at work, so she
Right.
take it out on the kids.
Take it out on everybody.
she come and put your hand on a damn iron or some shit.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Or
like
what was that, Mama?
Penny.
Yeah.
on
Oh,
good
yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah. Janet Jackson get her ass tore up.
Yo, hey, there's a difference between discipline and abuse, man. All right, our women, you know, they'll go overboard with that shit, man. And Jake do get abused.
Yeah.
All right, because really, she'll abuse him. She won't discipline him. She'll abuse him because of the hatred she has for his father.
Yeah.
She'll see it.
Every time
My
she
life
look,
is
every time
bad
she
because-
looking,
Every time she look at you,
that,
it reminds her of him.
And it,
You remember that one video Tommy put up where this Jake, he came to his baby mama house and saw his son laying in the outside on the fucking porch, man, in the car seat.
Yeah.
And when he put the camera to him, when he looked close, he was all bruised up, and bro, like that shit had me fired up, bro.
Yeah.
I got hella emotional seeing that.
Yeah.
And that shit happens, man.
Yeah, what that bitch gonna get? Probation.
Yeah.
You know,
when she
probably
get-
a $2,000 fine or some shit.
and she still got, and she'll probably still have custody of the children.
Right.
Get out and go fuck with me.
She take a class and she get back.
Yeah.
custody.
Impulse control or some shit.
Yeah.
Esau class, is that?
Yeah.
And what she did to that male child, that psychologically is gonna be with him for the rest of his life.
That's his nurturer beating his ass for no reason. For looking like his daddy, which he don't have no control over. That's fucked up.
So you wonder why Jake grew up and become a very self-destructible creature, man.
Yeah.
Either he gonna be a
If he hates himself, what other people he gonna have respect and love for, man? But that's what you create in Jake when you do that type of shit to Jake, man. But it's not just our women. You niggas too.
Yeah.
You niggas are just as evil too, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
You know?
We said just you niggas, but it ain't just you. You Hispanics do this shit,
Yeah.
and you men do it too.
Yep.
You been there touching your daughters and your sons, man, like your own
Man.
flesh. Like, it's bad, man. Like it's
Well,
bad.
look.
If you really go and figure out with these grown ass women how many of them been molested, most of them, bro. It's a high number of molestation in the Israelite household, man. For real, not Israelite, but Jake household, the Negro, Latino, Native American household, man. It's out of control. Whether it's an uncle or like Brenda had a baby was real. We thought that was just some shit Esau did. No, our people do that, man. It's crazy.
It's always either the uncle,
Yep.
a father that's attracted to his daughter,
Yep.
a stepfather.
a stepfather, the mama's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yep.
She leaving her daughters around this nigga.
Yeah.
Yep.
She out, grocery shopping or at work. This nigga at the house. And he's looking at your daughter. Come on, man. How many stories we done heard of that shit, man? And then sometimes the daughters don't say nothing to the mom out of fear of getting the shit slapped out of her. You know?
And-
Or if she does tell her mama ain't gonna believe that shit.
I don't like Leroy. Why? He
Or,
nice.
or that shit don't come out till 20 years later.
Yeah.
Or the mom, like you said, the mama don't want to do shit because she thinks she got a good man. You
She
know?
don't want to lose the dick.
Yeah, exactly.
She ain't trying to lose the rod, man.
Or he got a good job, or he got some kind of benefits. So she don't want to lose that man. But she's steady leaving her daughter at home with this nigga, this pedophile nigga.
See that? I wonder why these children are not really growing up, not respecting their parents, man.
They don't. This generation now they have no respect, for their elders, man. And some of them, why would you when you got situations like we just talking about with these pedophiles, man, and this physical abuse. Man, we know we have to use.
Let's go back.
Sirach 30:3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Hey, what you teaching your children should be a threat to this damn white man.
Right.
All right? It should be a threat. So you should be having your son should be coming back having them talks with you about how my teacher is concerned about me because I don't hang out with other white people or I don't keep these holidays that our teacher try to have us participate in, and that's supposed to be happening, man. That's supposed to be grieving these. Your teacher should be calling you like, hey, you know, I just want to have a word with you, you know, because you teaching them at home. I noticed he kind of stands out.
It's kind of rough.
He's kind of antisocial.
You know? Hey, because you also gonna teach your child who the enemy is. Israel do not know who their enemy is. Even though they see it clear as day, they still do not acknowledge who their enemy is, man.
Yeah, they like to pick out Donald Trump and his compadres. He's the devil. But the fucking Bob you work with, so-called white man, he the fucking devil too. Just because you fucking talk to each other about sports. You know, when you go to work or some shit and he's cordial, he's still a fucking devil, man.
Hell, a lot of these jakes that was talking shit about Trump, they was getting ready to vote for fucking Hillary.
Yeah, exactly.
She hates you niggas just as much as Trump do.
She's more of a devil.
Even more. She hates you niggas, man.
She been hating you niggas since
Her and her husband.
92.
Her and her husband hate you niggas,
That
man.
bitch drank blood, man.
Hell yeah.
Pizzagate.
Run pedophile rings,
3
man.
strikes. Striking you niggas out.
You don't even talk about what her and her husband did in Haiti.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, you don't even know who your true enemy is, man. And your mother, she's the one that's telling you, you gotta love everybody. You know, she's the one that tells you to get along with everybody, to basically be a conformist, accept any and everything. But your father be like, hell fucking no. You better not be no faggot. I ain't raised you to be no damn sodomite, no sheet tapper. Okay? Them white boys that you see over there, hey, don't get too close to them. Okay? Don't befriend them. You say hi or whatever, but don't get too close to them. And then when he gets a little older, then you run down the history of why they're your enemy. Okay?
And then you can tell them what they're gonna do and watch it play out.
Exactly, man. You know? But your mother, she's gonna tell you, no, go along and get along, man. All right?
You know, it's good white people. That's the
Yeah, they of course.
Yeah, it's good
She
white
probably
people.
got a picture of a white Jesus on her wall,
Uh-huh.
or one of the past presidents or somebody, or you probably had one of her. Your mother probably had one of those boyfriends that one of them was white. You know?
Yep, for balance sake. You do have some people that look like so-called white people that come from the Israelites, man.
That too.
They are Israelites,
They
man.
may have a good spirit on them.
Yeah. So for balance sake, you do have some people that look like so-called white people
That are Jake.
other nations, Chinese, Japanese, that come from the lineage of these people, man.
But you know what?
Israelites.
Jake will grow up and naturally understand. They'll see a white boy and just see something
You can see
in
the
them.
spirit.
Yeah.
You know, Jake will figure it. I'm sure they'll be able to figure that out, man. Cause Jake, you know, you got those so-called white boys in the hood that live with Jake, and they act like straight up homies.
They can say nigga and a whole
They
lot.
say they let all that. You know, more than likely that's a Jake, man. But we telling you to watch for these crackers, man.
Yeah.
Don't get with him and start going over his house and playing video games with him. All right, little Todd. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Sleepovers and
gonna try to do some homo shit with
Con, man.
That's
True that.
And next thing you know, you changing your accent. You trying to talk like a white boy. You know what I'm saying? You into the shit he's into. You start becoming very disrespectful, just like he's disrespectful to his parents.
Yeah.
You'll start to inherit traits of the damn devil being around him, man. So that's why you got to teach them early on who their enemy is, man. And that's what, you know, that whole the spiritual aspect of knowing who's an Israelite, like a so-called white man, but he might be an Israelite. I mean, for a child, you know, we ain't got to really tell them that. That's for those that are of understandable age, you know. But we talking the basics, man. You know?
One day will come when they're getting old enough to understand that level, though. That's when you break it down to them.
And the women don't, like you said, the basics. And the women don't even have the basics. They can't teach. They can't teach their children the basics.
It be that you ain't got no black friends. All my black friends is bad.
Yeah.
You know, and I get in trouble every time I'm with them.
Go ahead.
Rock 30 and 4. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead. For he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
Because you taught your child, man. You instructed him. Right? When it says train up a child in a way that you would have him, and when he get older, he will not depart from it. Okay? He remembered all of the skills and the values.
You can hear that
He
voice
remembers
in the
it.
back of your mind, like,
Huh.
he told me about this, don't do it. He wouldn't do it. He knew better. He walked down that path. Hey, men have the ability to learn from an example. Women, like, they got to touch it to make sure it's hot. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? They kind of had that issue where they got to prove for themselves that it don't
They need
work.
to know for themselves.
Yeah. They can't take advice from somebody that's been there already.
Right.
While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. He left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends.
Hey, and you know what this remind me of? When you go into that account about when King Solomon, when he went off, and basically you had some more, was it Moab or Esau? It might have been one of them, but the Lord, basically it said that he rose up an adversary to Solomon.
Yeah.
Because basically what King David did by taking down these nations and the wisdom that King David had, you know, he taught his sons. So when King Solomon stood up in King David's stead, you know they was threatened by King Solomon. If you have an enemy sitting on a throne and your enemy is teaching everything that goes against you, wouldn't you grieve the fact that once he died, his son, who's just like him, is going to sit on the throne? It's continue.
Like Kim Jong
Kim
Un.
Jong-un.
Yep.
He learned from
King
King Jong-il, man.
Yep.
I was just gonna say, even though Il was kind of laid back, he got it from somewhere.
Yep.
Probably the grandfather, his grandfather.
Yep.
Wherever he got it from, it continued down to where he knew the strike. He was like, man, it'd be cool because we need our business and commerce to do whatever we need to work with them. But one day gonna come and we ain't gonna have to.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be in your line. And when you get the chance, that's when you take it against him.
Like
And that's what he's doing now.
Like the movie Thor, man. Thor, the son of Odin, the son of blah blah blah, the son of this.
Yep.
You know, like in the old world, man.
Yeah.
You know, they used to give homage to the father and father continue the legacy of their fathers, man.
The father's name was your last name. You know, that's how you pass down. That's how you got those big long names, because you pass down the name of your father. I am Solomon, son of David, son of, you know,
Scripture
go on
says that
and
too.
on. Yeah.
Oh, that's in Matthew the first chapter.
Yeah,
man.
kind
The
of.
lineage of Yahweh Shai.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But you pass that down so you know who those righteous men that went before them. Oh wait, King David was an enemy to us, so oh shit. So Solomon and everybody from there gonna go. You got it though, bro.
Yeah, they know, them Edomites, they know what King David did to them Edomites, him and Joab. So when King Solomon came up on the throne, you know they was like, oh, this, you know. But that's when you start to see Esau rebel against the throne of Judah.
Yep.
If you read in the Kings, that was what was happening after Solomon fell, man.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead, Ak.
Verse 7, he that maketh too
Let him
much
see the
of his
favor of the
son
Lord.
shall bind up his wounds,
Solomon.
and his bowels with him will be troubled at every cry. A horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. Conquer thy child, which means like baby and coddle and shit. And he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him.
Yeah, you can't always try to be your exactly. You can't try to be really. You ain't supposed to try to be your child's friend.
At
Yeah.
all.
Like old boy said in Fences.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said, but
Yeah,
it's
he-
not my. I ain't supposed to be your friend. I ain't gotta like you.
Yeah, why you don't like
Right.
it?
Yeah.
I ain't
Right.
gotta like you. All I gotta do, put food on the table, food in your mouth, and clothes on your back.
Yeah, you gotta like
That's
I
it.
gotta like you. Yeah, you ain't. You're not.
So
If you
why
try
do
to be you try to become a friend with your child, you bring yourself down to the level of your child, man.
And you call yourself
Now-
great heaviness, like we were saying.
Yeah. Now your child really, even when you serious, he doesn't believe you.
Yeah.
He or she don't believe you, man. We all know that
Seen it.
daughter and that mother and daughter or mother and son that they playfully talk shit to each other.
Yeah. That should be half
yo-
serious. You can hear it.
Yeah. Daughter calling her own mother a bitch but they laughing though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or they go into the club together.
Yeah.
I just seen a nigga woman fight her mama over a dude, man. Same dude.
Right. Just totally ratchet and dysfunctional, man. You know? That's why you ain't supposed to try to be your children's friend. All right? Because really all you doing is you bringing yourself down low, man.
Yeah, 'cause the kid can't come up to your level, so you gotta go down to theirs. And then when you gonna need to, see, that's when the mothers get mad when they try to put the authority on them, and it don't work. There's
Yep.
more.
Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies.
Yep. Hey, you supposed to correct them follies. You know, rebuke before all, so others may
That's
fear.
it. Go ahead.
You know, you gotta correct that and correct it harshly, so he don't hurt himself and kill himself later. You gotta discipline himself, and there's a boundary right there. Don't cross that no more. You escape this time, but next time, you know, and even this time, I'm not gonna let it slide. You know, it's not easy, man, in this society because Esau don't want you to do that. But guess what? It still got to be done. You got to get creative out here. Go ahead, bro.
Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides.
Humble him to instruction. Now, does that mean that he need to humble down to whatever Esau say, like the mothers teach him? No. He just got to know when wisdom is being told to him and when he has to follow instructions. Like the scripture tell you to agree with that adversary quickly when you be in the way with him. You got to know, like, I ain't about to fight Esau or that he pulled me over because I was speeding and then, you know, and then now I got weed in the car, whatever, now I'm going to get all rebellious. No. That's not the time for that. You agree with everything he say, and then you move on and fight a battle another day.
And beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart.
You know?
Yeah, and in ancient Israel, of course it's going to be sorrowful because you got to put him to death according to the law.
Yep.
That's in the law. And you think it didn't grieve, like if that was a scenario that played out back then, you don't think that grieved the parents that they had to do that?
They had the first,
Stone.
That they have to throw the first stone at their own flesh and blood? You know?
But that's after, you know,
Yeah.
everything you can do.
Yeah,
You just fucking Satan, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Man.
you gotta go back to the spiritual.
Just a
world,
bad
man.
You gotta send their ass right back, man. But think of, like in the shoes of the Most High, even the Most High, he even used to say, "Hey, man, I don't have pleasure in killing y'all, man.
Oh, God, that's
Y'all need to
Get right.
get it together, man. You know, he's not willing that any should perish. That's how our Father was with us.
But follow in obedience under the law. Somebody, I forgot what that said.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. They didn't want to feel. They didn't want us to feel that sting of death.
Come.
You know? Chastise thy son, and hold him to labor, lest he behavior be an offense unto thee.
That's something else. A lot of parents today, mothers especially, because her ass is lazy, she won't have the kids do nothing. She'll be like, y'all clean up in here, but don't actually get up to make sure shit get done. You know, like that's an issue. Like your son's being lazy, that's an issue. All these goddamn video games, that's an issue today. They don't want to do shit but be on a video game. They don't want to go to the park.
Glued to that
play.
damn tablet.
They don't want to go off and take the trash out. They don't want to do shit.
They don't wanna
Do
do
dishes.
nothing.
You know? And who perpetuates that? My daughter, I'm going to just use it as an example. My daughter wants to learn to cook. She actually wants to be a chef when she gets older. How much better is that for her being a woman that's going to be a wife that's going to cook for her family? Well, her mama don't ever want her to cook. Don't ever even want her in the kitchen with her. Why not? She's of age to be able to do this stuff. Let her be in there. You're in my way. No, let her figure out how she can be a help to you. You women don't think about this stuff, about how that's what she's there for, to be a help unto you. The young sons are there to be a help unto you. Literally a physical help unto you.
That was it on that.
Yeah.
Did we ever finish Sirach 3? Go back to Sirach 3. I guess the Spirit has it today. We just gonna go in on, since it's being,
We're
so-called
mothers, but we're
Mother's Day.
talking about parents.
We talking about parents though.
Yeah.
See, so you women can't get it all twisted. We ain't just getting on you. We getting on Israel.
Let June roll around on Father's Day. We
All
get
right.
on them too.
Yeah, we getting on Israel. We getting both the man and the woman.
Yeah.
All right, it's balanced, man. All right.
So all of Israel ain't right now.
Cause we all not right, man.
We all play a role in fucking up the whole lot of everybody.
The only nothing deserves praise than Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
I gotta
That's
get
right.
this script. I almost
All right,
forgot about it.
let's just stop it there, man. All the honor, the praise, the glory, that all really goes back to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, all that other shit, you just nip that in the bud, man. All right, now we do honor our parents,
Right.
and which really our spiritual parents, being the elder apostles of Great Millstone,
Yeah.
we give them double honor.
Right.
Because guess what?
worthy of it.
They're the ones that diligently taught us in the word.
Yeah.
What our physical parents were supposed to do, they did it.
Right.
That's why they get double honors, man.
Right.
All right?
I got something right quick. before
Come
we
on.
go back. Isaiah 42, and I'm gonna start at 6. It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the from the prison, and them that
And those
sit
Gentiles, don't get it
in
twisted.
it's Israelites.
That's talking about Israel, all right? Lord willing, I'll do a lesson on that, man. The light to the Gentiles, that's not talking about the other nations, all right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am the Lord Yahweh, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images, which we were talking about all those other deities, those fertility deities,
Yeah.
and Queen of Heaven worshipers and worship. He don't want that glory going to nobody else, not even your own mama. The glory goes to the Most High. That's why the Maccabees' mother was so wise, because she understood it wasn't of her power, it was of the Most High God's power.
That's right.
And that's why I brought that out, was because his glory goes to him, man. He ain't gonna give it to nobody else.
That's right, man. Yep.
That was it. Man.
Come on. Go to that in Sirach. Back to Sirach 3.
Start back at
Yeah, start back at 1.
Sirach 3 and 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that you may be saved. For the Lord has given the father honor of the children, and have confirmed the authority over the mother, over the sons. Whoso honors his father maketh an atonement for his sins. For he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasure. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his heart on children. And when he
And when you take it even in the spiritual aspect,
Yep.
I'm talking about the Heavenly Father and wisdom, man.
Yep. Father and mother, right?
Your father and your mother, the Heavenly Father, and wisdom. Okay? She's the ultimate nurturer, man.
Yep. Keeps you safe, builds you up, comforts you.
Straight up, man.
If you know not to Salakia, but if you know not to play with fire, that's wisdom, right? Well, you ain't gonna get burned. It don't get better than that.
She teach you in the ways against death.
Right.
You know? Go ahead,
And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard. He that honoreth his father shall have a long life. And he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother. He that feareth the Lord.
That right there.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, take it in the spiritual aspect, you're gonna be obedient. If you fear the Lord, you're gonna be obedient to wisdom. You're gonna seek out the wisdom, man. All right, that's the beginning of the fear of the Lord. Is the fear of the Lord the beginning of wisdom? But ultimately, when you read that again, read that verse one more time.
He that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother.
If you're obedient to the Lord, you'll be a comfort to your mother. Like your mom will be able to notice something about you, or she's so comfortable that she always want to, talk to. Sometimes she'll forget, like, like, damn,
I'm not your man, mama.
yeah, exactly. She having conversations with you and talking about a lot of deep shit, and you're just like, you teaching her.
Yeah.
And she's so comforted by that, like, damn, it's like I got a man in the house, but he's my son. So
it's not just the physical presence of being a man. That's
right.
not the part. The part is the wisdom of actually being a man. That the mothers will gravitate to.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, we're at verse 7. He that feareth the Lord will honor his father and will do service unto his parents as to his masters. Honor thy father and mother.
You remember when them clowns were saying that when we had that going back and forth with those reprobates about the scriptures where it talks about obey your servants, obey your masters, and they was trying to say that, oh, that's talking about your boss at the job or an Edomite. No, man. Your master is really your parents, and really, and we was breaking it down. Your parents is really those that taught you, man. Your spiritual parents, your spiritual teachers, man. Those are your masters that are counted worthy for honor. You're supposed to obey their rule, man. They have the rule over you. They watch for your soul. Go ahead,
Honor thy father and mother both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. For the blessing of the father established the houses of the children.
The blessing of the what?
The blessing, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children.
The blessing of the father is what establishes the houses of the children. Like, i.e., in Abraham's seed shall the nations be blessed. But we know that didn't go, that didn't mean every nation on the planet Earth. That was talking about that seed being passed down through those patriarchs. All right, Isaac down to Jacob to the 12 sons. Okay, that blessing started with the blessing of Abraham, because he was the chosen vessel. That was the chosen father, man, that the promise was gonna come down through. All right. So blessings are established with the father, through the father. Okay? Floyd Mayweather, he's great as the reason why he's who he is because of his father.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods because of his father. The Jackson, we brought up the Jacksons because of their father. Michael Jordan because of his father, man. All of them, man. All these greats in society is because they got the discipline and the instruction and the blessing from their father, man. They inherited the talent and the skill of their father.
Even these players like LeBron James, that was raised by his mother, his coaches were men, man.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, his coaches, instilled that dedication of, that discipline of shooting free throws, every hour in the day and shit.
And their coaches are usually what they're
That's father
counselors,
figures.
like a father figure, always giving them it. They go to their coach for advice. You know what I mean? Exactly, man.
Yeah, fathers are very important, man. But Esau, he trying to root out fathers. He did root out fathers, man. And look at the state of the planet now. But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. Look at Israel. Raised by the mother, the curse just continues, man. The curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
What year was that Baltimore thing went down? Not the Baltimore where the kids was looting. That like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Like 2016, something like that?
You talking about because of the Walter Scott thing?
Yeah.
And they was out there wilding because they was basically mad.
Yeah.
And then you had that one Jake, he was out there wilding, but his mom.
I'm glad you already going down them, John?
Yeah.
They gave her Mother of the Year.
Yeah.
And then somebody, I read in the comments, somebody said if she'd have been Mother of the Year, the real Mothers of the Year, their children were never out there.
Yeah.
Right.
For real. And you don't deserve praise for what you were supposed to do. Anyway, your kids shouldn't have never been out there if you was really raising him right. If you was really a mother to you, his father would have been there so he would have had the balance in his life. You women don't ever want to take credit for the shit that you do. And they hinge on something like a man being with another woman or cheating on you, whatever you want to call it, is reason enough for you to leave and ruin your children's lives.
They'll take the praise for the shit that they don't do, but they won't take the accountability for the shit that they do.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Double standard.
That's crazy, man. You'll take the praise for being a mom. You very pretentious, but then you won't take accountability for all the wicked shit that you've done as a so-called mother.
Yeah, but it's gonna come a time where the Most High, he gonna put the spirit in the Israelite men to rebel against these so-called white people, and you women ain't gonna be able to stop it.
You ain't gonna stop shit.
You mothers, you girlfriends, you wives, you baby mamas, you ain't gonna be able to jump in the line of fire and say, oh no, chill out, can we all just get along? Fuck that. No, man. You either get agree with your man or get rolled over, man. All right. A lot of women gonna be stomped out and killed when this thing all goes down, man. Because the Lord gonna put a spirit on the men, man, to rise up against their oppressor, the so-called white men and these other nations, man. And it's gonna be in the streets of America, man. All right.
Right. Man, just in South America or Europe somewhere.
Hey, you Jake saw fucking Wakanda, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Was the women siding with Esau? Or were they in there whipping ass? Which really, we don't advise women to be out fight, be warriors and fight. But you saw that at least they were